Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we're unpacking a mystery that is hiding in plain sight on practically every single Android device on the planet. It's an engine that dictates how your phone talks to the world, how your apps function, and exactly what your phone knows about everything around it. Yet most of us have absolutely no idea it's even operating in the background.
Think about it for a second. What is the most powerful service running on your phone right at this very moment? You might instinctively guess the Android operating system itself, or, I don't know, maybe your favorite social media app, or your web browser. But the real answer is far more secretive and pervasive than any of those standard apps.
Well, get this. This service, it doesn't even have an icon. There's no app to launch. It's a silent operator, an invisible gatekeeper that you can't even open, let alone find in your app drawer. Most of the time, you don't even realize it's there. But if it suddenly stopped working, your phone as you know it would literally grind to an absolute halt. Everything would just break.
The big reveal? It's Google Play Services. You've got to think of this not as a standard application, but as the invisible engine. It's the fundamental system brick bridging your core Android OS to all the apps you rely on every single day. It's the reason your push notifications arrive instantly. It's how apps like Uber or Google Maps pinpoint your location with scary accuracy, and it even lets developers instantly plug in features like one-tap payments. So yeah, it's incredibly useful, but it definitely comes with a catch.
The trade-off here is massive. On one hand, you get incredible, seamless features, instant notifications, blended location accuracy, background security scanning, and vital developer APIs. But in exchange for that convenience, you're paying a hidden cost. Your phone essentially becomes a central hub for data collection. It creates total app dependency, massive device usage tracking, and actually turns your phone into a single, giant attack target for vulnerabilities.
Part 1. The Nearby feature. You know that feeling when you unbox new Bluetooth headphones and a little window magically pops up asking if you want to connect? Or when you instantly zap a photo over to a friend? While security experts who analyze Android systems point out a crucial detail about that background magic, it is 100% about comfort and 0% vital. That automatic awareness for your headphones, smartwatches, or smart TVs is entirely for convenience. Your phone will still make calls, send texts, and browse the web perfectly fine without it. And we aren't just talking about basic Bluetooth running in the background here. The Nearby feature relies on an entire symphony of constantly active radios. Classic Bluetooth, Bluetooth Low Energy, Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi Direct, all being orchestrated together by Google background services. It's not just one radio being on, it's multiple services constantly running, which seriously expands your device's potential attack surface.
Now, a huge part of this is BLE, or Bluetooth Low Energy. This is a passive scanning technology specifically designed to send out these tiny, constant pings to see what is around while using almost no battery power. And that exact low-power design is why this feature can be left on all the time, constantly scanning your environment without ever tipping you off.
To put that into perspective, think of classic Bluetooth like an active phone call. It moves heavy data, like music or files, and it uses a noticeable amount of battery. But BLE? It acts as a passive radar. It's simply sending out constant, invisible pings, listening to what's out there, using almost zero power. It is literally a digital netcast around you at all times.
So, who actually needs to worry about this? For the standard everyday user, the actual risk is fairly low. It's mostly just harmless convenience. However, if you fall into a sensitive profile, say you're a journalist, an activist, or a high-level executive, these extra open doors become a very real vulnerability. The risk of being tracked or targeted through these constantly pinging radio signals becomes incredibly serious.
Part 2. Taking back control.
Since this whole feature is purely for comfort, we can easily turn it off without breaking any essential functions. Let's walk through how to shrink that attack surface. First, crack open your phone's main settings app and tap Google. Second, tap Devices and Sharing. Third, tap Devices and explicitly turn off the toggle that says Scan for Nearby Devices. Finally, go back, tap Nearby Share, and turn off the main switch at the top. Following these direct steps shuts down the main parts of the Nearby feature. Keep in mind, depending on your specific phone brand like a Samsung or a Pixel, the menu names might vary slightly. You might need to look for a menu called Connections, but the core toggles remain exactly the same.
But hold on. Actually, scratch that. Turning those off is really just step 1. A hidden trap still remains on your device: background location accuracy. Because even with the nearby settings completely shut off, your phone might still silently use Bluetooth and Wi-Fi in the background to passively scan networks just to figure out exactly where you are in the world. To ensure the radar is truly deactivated, we've got to dig a little deeper. Jump back into your main settings, tap on Location, and open the Location Services submenu. Make sure to completely turn off both Bluetooth scanning and Wi-Fi scanning. This explicitly tells your phone to stop using its radios to passively scan for networks. Once you do this, when your Bluetooth is toggled off, it will finally be truly off.
Ultimately, every default setting you blindly accept is a choice you are making. You can choose seamless automatic comfort, where things just magically connect without any effort, or you can step up and choose deliberate, conscious control of your digital footprint. Now, there's no absolute right or wrong answer for every single person, but the real power lies in making an informed choice, rather than just going with whatever the manufacturer gave you out of the box.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. What other little conveniences have you just accepted without realizing the hidden cost? We just took a massive deep dive into one single automatic feature today, but think about how many others are quietly running in the background right now on your smart devices. Take back your control, evaluate your trade-offs, and start questioning the defaults. Thanks for joining me to unpack this, and I really hope it helps you look at your phone a little differently today.